ready, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Okay, Matthew, don't laugh. You haven't laughed this whole time. I don't know what's so funny.
I just, you know, she's sitting there teabagging her.
So the basic plot of our series is to follow Matt and I as we travel around the world through about 40 countries, 5 continents, and 25,000 miles. Back in the first days of developing the trip, we kind of came up with a route pretty quickly. I wanted to go to Iceland, Matthew wanted to go to New Zealand, and so we just kind of drew a line in between those two and a route started forming. And so I moved from Los Angeles to Dallas to do pre-production with Matthew. We'd never been on a trip like this before, so it was kind of nerve-wracking and daunting to plan for a year-long trip when I'd only been out of the country twice, and he'd only been out of the country twice.
A few concerns. One, just money, of course. You know, am I gonna have enough? Jake also kind of thinks everyone's an idiot and kind of treats me like I'm an idiot sometimes. So I'm looking forward to kind of messing with him a lot. Trust me, you'll see throughout this trip that there's nothing more fun than making Jake angry. The night before we left, we had a party that I absolutely hated. I hate parties where I'm the focus. I haven't had a birthday party since I was 8.
I thought it was great. My mom did a really good job with it.
Free beer. I didn't mind that. That night,
I didn't sleep.
I slept really well. Solid 9 hours.
Solid
nice.
3.5
Yeah,
hours.
he didn't sleep. 7:45-ish on day 1 here in Dallas at my parents' house. I'm about to leave. Well, Jake's the one that said we need to get up, we need to go by 8. We need to leave by 8. 7:45, I'm out here. All my stuff's in the car, I'm ready to go. And Jake's in there sleeping on the couch. Unbelievable.
Gonna go somewhere where no one knows my name. Walk the forest streets where something wild remains.
Hey Mom, I forgot my passport. Oh, we're way far away. Could you mail it to Freighter? Yeah.
Made it. Day 1 complete. We are in Summit, Mississippi. It's a little town about 60 miles south of Jackson. Good morning. I actually got some sleep. Get ready for day 2. Leaving from Mississippi. Yesterday was all right. Forgot my passport. Let's just give Jake more reason to treat me like a moron. Let's just get to work, get started. Hopefully Jake, will calm himself today. He was alright yesterday.
It's in Tennessee. It's in Tennessee, according to Matthew. This is where I first learned to hang glide. From that mountain right up there, actually.
Pouring outside. We're looking for my buddy's ranch that we're supposed to be staying out in the middle of nowhere out here in Charlottesville, Virginia. We can't see more than about, what, 15 feet in front of us tops? Max.
And we're both soaking wet from trying to check these friggin' tires. We finally found the house, and now Matthew's out in the rain trying to get in the shed to find the key to get into the house. The least eventful car ride ever ends in this.
going, but I don't wanna know. A predictable life.
From Charlottesville, we go to DC and stay with my friends from growing up, James Reagan and his wife.
What's going on? Hello. Hey, Joe. Hey, James. Trying to leave DC, and some jackass parks like this, so we can't. We nudge this car forward. That's what he gets. Jake's showing his old valet skills. And we're clear. That's pretty impressive.
We're stuck right outside of Boston in an absurd amount of traffic. And all we want to do is get where? Regina Pizzeria in downtown Boston. In the parking lot where we're supposed to pick up the guy who's going to take the car from us and take us to the airport.
Thank you. Want to get something to eat before we get the bags?
It's an overnight flight, so we land at 5 in the morning. We spent about 3 hours in the airport and ran into one of the girls that we had contacted on couchsurfing, and we all got on a bus and went into downtown Reykjavik. We haven't slept, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm really excited to see a new country that I've never been to before and see all these incredible sights and talk to these girls that we're gonna spend the next 10 days with.
Alright, we've waited for you guys because I think we need you in order to get
I'm so sorry.
Awesome.
No, it's no problem. Did you have a good breakfast? Yeah,
We decided to rent a car from a place called Sad Cars. It will live up to its name further down the road.
So, despite Matthew being a total bummer and barely leaving the car today, I mean, granted, we didn't sleep any last night, but this is some incredible stuff. I mean, look at this. I mean, how could you not get out of the car for this? It is the end of day 1 in Iceland. I could try to say the name of where we are right now, but I'd just butcher it. Snuffleupagus or something like that. I said earlier that I realized now that I'm actually on the trip and that I've got nothing to do for the next year except be on the trip. And that's a really good feeling. Really good feeling. A little nervous about tomorrow. Don't know how Matthew's gonna wake up. What kind of mood he's going to be in, so I don't really know what's going to happen there. Hopefully he'll be in a great mood. We're supposed to get on a ferry on the boat and ride to another peninsula, to the West Fjords.
17, wild and free, and brown hair flowing in the wind, speeding down that 2-lane street. Most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. When I finally got your name, I couldn't hide.
It's 9:40 p.m. on Sunday, the 2nd of August. This is our setting. It's very beautiful. The car wanted to have a rest. The exhaust pipe has broken and Jake is being a hero and fixing it. Wood and string.
How long do you think the string lasts until it's melted?
Well, the string's not touching the exhaust, so I don't think it will. I don't think it will melt.
I think we're gonna start driving first, see how far we make it,
Yeah.
and then call again.
Okay.
Now he needs to see. There's nothing down there to like make it.
I always think, what if the car blows up? Yeah. I'm always super worried.
It's just metal and wood, right? It's
Yeah.
just gonna. I mean, it could light the car on fire, but nothing's gonna blow up.
Nothing's on fire.
Okay. Maybe we can find a phone number.
We found a mechanic!
We found the mother of the mechanic in town, and she just called him, and he was like, yeah, he's gonna come to the gas station. So we're gonna go to N1, and he's gonna meet us.
We're now at the mechanic's shop. He came into the job at 10 o'clock at night, and he just lifted the car. We're also on the phone with the rental car agency. We're telling them what we're doing. So hopefully they're okay with us welding it back together just so we can get going. I mean, the car's a piece of junk anyway, so I don't know why they wouldn't. Caitlin's on the phone with them right now.
I mean, we're gonna, of course, pay you, but we're gonna get the money back. Yeah.
Sounds like you've done a really good job. You've
Yeah.
solved the problem for me. Okay, so
Day 3, I think. Yeah, day 3. We're camping right over there. I went on a jog because I've been cooped up in the car all day. I feel like I've been in the car since we left Dallas. It's a little bit frustrating. I don't know, we just get here and we rent a car with these people and now we're driving around, 8-9 hours a day minimum. Stopping maybe 20-30 minutes at 2 or 3 spots, getting some photos, getting right back in the car. I feel like it's kind of a crappy way to see Iceland. You get to see the sights and the countryside, but you don't get to meet the people who, the few I've met have just been awesome. And I really wanted to meet more of them, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be possible. All right, well, after the long drive, I was a bit whiny. Then we went in these hot springs that apparently they filmed the Jon Snow and Ygritte scene in Game of Thrones. And I feel like a new man.
We hit the east coast of Iceland, Eaglestader, and we realized that our car doesn't have four-wheel drive, which is what we had requested. Yes. The four-wheel drive is broken. So from there we drive all the way back across the entire country to get a new car.
I think they're going to take the car back tomorrow and get a new one, a 4x4, so they can go up into the Highlands. But I don't think I'm going to go. If there's a bed open at a hostel in Reykjavik, I think I'll just stay and just kind of check out Reykjavik, meet some people. Because that's really what I want to do more than anything. I've seen enough sights. I'm with my boys, John and Harry.
Well, the boys.
They're from Maine. We're about to go party in Reykjavik.
This guy. He's the funniest dude I've met. I'm in love! West Virginia!
We drop Matthew off in Reykjavik and we head towards Main Geyser in Iceland and then up to Landmannalaugar. We lost all the footage from this time, of course. I didn't lose all of it, but I lost a lot of it. And then head back into Reykjavik, pick up Matthew, and we go to the airport. We're feeling pretty good. I am, at least. Iceland was pretty amazing.
It was, in my mind, at this point, it's gonna be hard to top Iceland.
Explored Bergen a little bit. Everything went pretty smoothly in Bergen.
Yesterday he wanted a couple of cherries from the grocery store, but he didn't buy them, so got some from the farmer's market. I'm guessing he'll be happy about that. Though he doesn't really like favors, so who knows. This place is beautiful, and the sun's actually out. Really enjoying it. It's pretty cool.
Well, it ain't no use to sit and wonder why.
We decided to take the train out to Oslo.
I'm in the bathroom on the train from Bergen to Oslo. And this is what I'm talking about in my toilet reviews of each country. This is what gets you to the top of the list. Look at this. Nice sink, nice mirror, not a bad toilet for a train. And look, you're sitting down, look at this view. It's not special, but it's better than, you know, your knees up against the wall, looking at nothing. This is what gets you to the top of the list. Norway, looking strong.
Made it to Oslo after a 1 hour delay in the train. Welcome to In Bed with Matt, where I lay in my bed and tell you about the trip. I feel like my opinions are beginning to be respected a little bit more. About to go check out Oslo, I think. Beautiful city from what I saw late last night. So let's do it. It was a comfort to the people of Oslo to know that this fort was here. Yeah? Yeah. What's the name of the fort? Fort is Fort Mulehakali. Yeah. That's it, yeah. That sounds right. There's a Hawaiian, a Samoan rather, Norwegian, sailed up here all the way from Samoa and founded this fort. These are our new friends. Introduce yourself.
C'est ma sœur. Bonjour, je m'appelle Caroline et ça c'est ma sœur Charlotte.
Wow.
On a fait des copains avec les deux là-bas.
We're gonna have to have subtitles.
Before the trip, one of my best friends told me that she thought I was going to fall in love in like 50% of the countries that we went to. It was the first and only time on the trip that I really fell for a girl. Her name was Carolyn.
Ça c'est un mec trop cool. Je l'aime très fort et j'ai pas envie en fait qu'il s'en va. Mais j'espère vraiment qu'on se reverra. Et Jake, quand tu vois ça, il faut que tu viennes en Allemagne, sinon je peux pas faire grand chose, mais viens en Allemagne. That's it. So, we're here.
She was just the sweetest girl. It was hard to put Carolyn out of my mind once we left Oslo. So we had to say goodbye the next day. They were going north and we were going south.
Just got to Göteborg, and now we're looking for a place to get Wi-Fi so we can see if we have a place to stay tonight. So I thought I'd take a minute here in the lovely home of Antonia. She's our couch surfing host for at least a couple days here in Gothenburg.
My name is Antonia Asparon.
Why do you open up your house to random people?
I think it's important to be able to trust people. And I think that there are so many amazing people around the world, but you will never get the chance to get to know them if you don't open up. If you go to a bar and sit alone and just look down in the floor and don't say anything to anyone, you will never be able to have those like great conversation about life or with a stranger. That's what life about, I think, to be able to trust people and to feel secure in your own house, even though there's someone else there. You get to know yourself so much better, and you bring the world closer to you, and you open up your way of thinking, really, to have someone from a whole different country, a whole different side of like upbringing and stuff like that. It's totally amazing to meet new people that way.
Currently, we are on our way out of our campsite in Gothenburg. Took our time packing up this morning. Our bus leaves from the city at 2:20, so we have plenty of time. Yeah, so I'm thinking that people like to ride bikes here. What do you think? Holy crap. Yeah, lots of bikes. We're going to the hostel now. It's about an 11-minute walk. And I thought it would be filled with people wanting to do stuff and hang out and go out and stuff like that, but there really wasn't any of that going on. Now we're out exploring the town, trying to find a museum that Matthew says supposedly exists.
Copenhagen is beautiful. The architecture there was stunning. We stayed for 3 days in that hostel and then 5 days at a campsite on the outskirts of town.
So I have been in a rut. I realized yesterday that two things that get me out of my little ruts. One, actually three. We're gonna go three. One, talking to a couple of my friends. Two, listening to Mumford and Sons. And three, reading the Bible every morning. So I've been doing that. It's on my phone, which is kind of cool. I just discovered the app, and you get to highlight and bookmark and make notes and stuff, and you befriend people through the app, so that's cool. Morning of the 31st of August. Packed up the campsite, headed to the train station, and Matthew will go to Stockholm, and I will go somewhere headed to Germany. I'm not quite sure where yet. Don't have my ticket, so we'll see. Yeah. That's it.
Back to the peaceful city